Hi, thanks for joining me. Today I'll be doing Facebook analytics. We're going to focus on page analytics called Insights. I'll walk you through the most important stats for beginners and how to use the information that you see to create better content and ads. Plus, I stuck in 4 ideas to help you increase your organic reach later in the video, so don't miss that. Before we dive in, welcome. I'm Morgan from LYFE Marketing, the digital marketing agency that helps small businesses grow. Are you new to digital marketing? Did you recently start a new business, or are you thinking about it and you need to DIY your marketing efforts? Or maybe 2020 forced you online and you need to find more customers. You're in the right place. We're bringing you a ton of great small business marketing content to help you grow your business. So subscribe to our channel and hit that little notification bell so you don't miss a video. Getting back into it, what are page analytics and why do they matter? When we talk about page analytics, we're speaking specifically about information regarding your page, like audience and post-feed content. We'll cover ad analytics in a part 2. Insights on Facebook is an underutilized analytics tool that most beginners don't spend much time on. It gives you information about the content, activity, and people associated with your page. I recommend checking your insights once every couple of weeks or so. You want to keep track of any changes that you make over time and how your audience reacts to them. Monthly reporting will also help you get a clear snapshot of what's going on. Let's start in Insights at the overview page. There are a couple of ways to get to the overview page. If you're looking at your page from Business Manager, you may see something like this. Your top navigation has a bunch of page management tools. For this video, we'll be looking at Insights. When you click Insights, a new page loads. You'll land on the overview page by default. This is a great place to quickly look at the overall health of your page. There are 3 sections on this page: Page Summary, 5 most recent posts, and Pages to Watch. We'll talk about each section in detail next. But first, a quick tip. If you're hanging out in the Insights section and you forget what any of these categories mean, just hover over the question mark and Facebook does a really good job of explaining them to you. Your page summary gives you a quick look at important engagement stats for your page. You can change your view to stats for just today, yesterday, last 7 days, and the last 28 days. If you want to look at stats for anything further back, like for the last quarter, you want to select Export Data. Choose between page, post, and video data, file format, date range, and layout. Layout is where you can get really specific with the information that you download. This is for more advanced marketers though, and it's not something that I want you to worry about when you're just starting out. If you're a beginner, I recommend starting with the basic info that Facebook provides. It can be overwhelming and confusing to dive into all of the other details. If you've been marketing for a while or like to jump into the deep end, don't worry. I'll be going over more advanced analytics in a future video. You may see a note like this in your account. We used to be able to view ad results below the page summary. Facebook has moved all this information from Insights to Ad Manager. If you haven't yet, you'll want to set up a Business Manager and an ad account. Do you have questions about ad analytics that you'd like me to cover in the next video? Let me know in the comments. Your most recent post section quickly shows you how each post is performing. You can see post type, reach, targeting, and engagement. You also have the option to boost posts from this page. Click each post and you'll see detailed analytics for each, like this. So what can you learn from looking at your most recent posts? Firstly, you can see what's performing best. If you notice that all of your videos get twice as many comments as your static photos, or that carousels do much better than single images, you want to make more video or carousel posts and less static single image posts. Pretty simple, right? You'll also see an option to boost posts from here. As you may know, organic reach is hard to come by. The Facebook algorithm will only show your organic posts to roughly 6% of your followers. For that reason, I recommend spending at least $150 a month boosting your most popular posts. Facebook is great at suggesting which posts to boost, and we'll go over more of that in a future video. Let's move on to Pages to Watch. But first, be sure to subscribe for more marketing content. Facebook usually includes a smaller page, a page around your size, and a much larger page to start with when you're doing this comparison. You can add pages that you'd like to watch, like your competitors, or similar pages that you can quickly compare your page's performance to. You can see total page likes, whether that's up or down from the previous week, how many posts were published, and how much engagement each page got. This is a great place to see at a glance if you're doing much worse or much better than your competitors. If your page is smaller and has lower engagement, for example, and you notice that the other pages post 8 times a week and you've only been posting 4, that may be an indicator that you should post more often. Likewise, if you have similar engagement and posting frequency to bigger pages, but you trail in followers, consider running a page like ad so that more people can find you and fall in love with you. When you're doing this comparison, take everything you see with a grain of salt. Huge follower numbers aren't necessary to do well on social media, and sometimes they're just not realistic depending on your business or your niche. Changes will take time to go into effect, so be patient and make it part of your regular process. We'll move from the overview page to people in the left column. This will help you decide who to target in your paid ads. This section gives you some details about the folks who are engaging with your business. You have 4 groups of people who engage with your page in some way. They're grouped by Facebook targeting demographics, including age and gender. You can also see engagement by top countries, cities, and languages for each audience type. The 4 types of audiences are your fans, your followers, people reached, and people engaged. Take a look at which age groups and genders are engaging with your content the most and see if you're surprised by anything. Maybe you'll learn something new or see your product in a new way. This is also where I'd start when deciding who to target for paid efforts, especially if you're just starting to run paid ads. You'll combine this with some of the information from the Post tab, which I'm covering next. But first, if you're just starting to market your business on Facebook and you want to see more beginner-friendly videos and tutorials, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss our next one. For improving your organic results, you want to check your Post tab. If you're going to be putting effort into creating, publishing, and promoting your content, you need to make sure that you're paying attention to how those posts are performing so that you can make more of the content that your audience likes and less of the content that they don't like. Your marketing needs to be purposeful and should be regularly evaluated so that you can see what's working and what isn't. This is a great way to check. This also tells you when your audience is online, which shows you the best time to post. Save your most important posts for the best time on the best day. Similar to your top 5 most recent posts in the Overview tab, the Post tab has your posts listed out with more information available by clicking on each post. You can see all posts published, create a post, and boost posts from here, but I would recommend using Creator Studio and Ad Manager for those tasks, respectively. You have a few options for metrics to look at as well, so play around with those until you find a combination that makes sense for your business and your goals. If our journey through Page Insights has been a little bit confusing and you're not sure how you'd use that to help your organic reach, stick with me, I'm covering that now. There are some things that you can do. They will take time, but they can be done on a tiny budget or a non-existent budget. Here are 4 ideas to increase your organic reach. According to Hootsuite, 500 million people use Facebook stories daily. Many marketers are seeing more organic activity in stories than they are on their feed posts. Stories are a full-screen video or photo experience that expires after 24 hours unless you save the story to your highlight. You can run ads to stories now, but they're still a great place for that organic engagement. So how do you use stories for your business? You can share quick behind-the-scenes videos, updates and news, inspirational or funny quotes. Ask questions that folks can respond to in the story. Create a fun quiz, give out prizes, tag products from your shop. It's also a good idea to share your most recent feed post to your story so that more people know about it. Give stories a shot and let me know if you get a boost in engagement. I'd love to hear what you tried and brainstorm some other ideas with you. My next tip is don't post and run. Facebook and other social networks like you to spend time on the platform engaging with other posts. They want you to be social. Schedule some time every day to check in, half an hour is plenty, and authentically engage. Ideally, you'll do this after you post, which isn't always an option if you're scheduling posts in advance. You want to take some time to scroll through your feed, not your personal feed, your business feed, and like, comment on, and share posts. Be sure to leave authentic comments. None of this great pic or cute commenting. Leave a thoughtful, relevant comment. A sentence or 2 is fine. It doesn't have to be a novel on a few posts. Something like, wow, this is a really great photo. I love what you said about helping out in the community. It can be simple. You'll also want to respond to any messages or comments that you have and try to get some engagement going in the comment section of your most recent post. A great way to do this is ask a question instead of just thanking someone from leaving a comment. My next tip is switch to video. 85% of people would like to see more video from brands in 2021. Video is more engaging and consistently performs better in paid and unpaid efforts across the board. If you aren't using video for at least half of your content, it's time to start strategizing. Video seems scary. Encouraging. Ask me how I know, but you can make it work for any business. Start with brainstorming ideas for how-tos, explainers, educational videos like this one, behind the scenes, unboxings, interviews, and anything else you can think of really. Make sure your video is optimized for silent viewing. Have you ever been somewhere quiet and had a video from your feed play super loud? Or were you trying to stealthily watch something while a partner or baby or grumpy cat slept in the same room? If you don't have headphones and the video isn't optimized for silent viewing, what are you doing? You're probably scrolling right by. And if you're doing that, your customers are also doing that. You can increase watch time by 70% when you optimize your videos for silent viewing. It's worth the extra effort. I mean, why wouldn't you want your video to be viewed by as many people as possible? Add captions and other pertinent info to the videos during editing and have someone on your team who didn't write the script or record the video watch all the way through without sound so that they can tell you what they got out of it. This is a great way to check and see if your video is too sound dependent. My next tip for increasing your organic engagement is start a group or community. This is a long-term strategy, one that will take regular effort and engagement, but it can be priceless. If you build a community of customers who feel heard and valued, you'll have lifelong devotees. There are a ton of different ways to set up a community online, but we'll focus on Facebook groups for now. On Facebook, you have more options beyond feed posts, messages, stories, and comments to interact with your customers. In Facebook groups, you can achieve a new level of customer engagement and support. You can host giveaways, provide customer service, learn what your clients really think about your products, test out new products, collect and encourage user-generated content to help you with that content production, and let other people do the selling for you. A raving fan will be trusted much more than any business. I try to steer from too much direct selling or pitching in Facebook groups. It will depend on what your business is and who your audience is, of course, but treat these as a more casual encounter outside of marketing or sales. So those are the tips I have for you. I hope you found them helpful and that you give them a try. Don't let Facebook analytics scare you. Just start small and focus on the most important areas. As you get comfortable with using basic post and page analytics to improve your organic content and decide what ads to run, you should see increased engagement and better results. Do you have marketing questions? I would love to help. Let me know what questions you have about page analytics and how to use the information to make content and advertising decisions, and I'll respond in the comments. If you have a question about other small business marketing topics or have a request, let me know that as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss our next one, and I'll see you later. Happy marketing!